shot red. In the coupe, in the 6 red. In the coupe, I motherfucking Creds. In the coupe with a motherfucking bed. In the coupe with a whole head. Fuck a thought in the coupe, yeah. Fuck a thought in the coupe, yeah.
Top 15 videos down, message your brain.
Number 15, The Lurker. Ever felt like you were being watched? These three boys definitely had reason to. Posted by the Comics Man to the Chills Narrator subreddit, the uploader writes, some dudes go to the Danakil Desert or a park. What is in the first frame? The video shows three kids getting ready to do some parkour, everyday kid stuff, but not far beyond in the background. Look at what is watching them from a nearby tree. The figure appears like a silhouette and gives off serious Slenderman vibes. The ominous way it's lurking there makes the otherwise innocent parkour video intensely creepy. You can vaguely see the figure again at a distance. At 1 minute and 43 seconds, it continues to stand there in the clump of trees, and again around 3 minutes in. What is this thing? Do these boys have a lurker? Nowhere is safe. Number 14, Highway Honey Chaos. When bees approach. This is a not-so-sweet story of a honeybee truck overturning on a highway in Oklahoma in October of 2015. The incident resulted in the release of thousands and thousands of honeybees who began swarming the area, stinging unsuspecting people, and coating police cars and other surrounding vehicles. The footage of the swarming went viral as the honeybees let loose after their crates smashed along the interstate. Police responded to the emergency call of the incident, where they were met by the bees. Officer Carl Zink became trapped inside his own police cruiser after the mad bees gathered on his exterior, coating his windshield, windows, and all the rest. Zink escaped fairly unharmed, being stung only once by the thousands of bees. The road was in turmoil for half a mile as beekeepers reported to the area to help. They recaptured the bees over hours, working until the sun went down to gather them, as they're paramount to our ecosystem. Still, sadly, several of the bee crates were set afire in order to prevent people from being swarmed and stung. Many on site suffered multiple stings, including officers that helped to save their colleague. What would you do if you were faced with this swarm? When in fight or flight mode, would your brain shut down? Unless you face this bedlam, you'll never know. Number 13, Third Hand. It's an everyday afternoon, playing in the pool, just having a bit of fun, when all of a sudden this happens. Posted to YouTube by the Junnet channel in October of 2018. This video shows what appears to be everyday footage of a nice family swim at the pool. You probably won't even notice what's incredibly creepy here at first glance. Look closely and it'll mess with your brain. At around 8 seconds into the clip, the father lifts his son up onto the pool's ledge. Watch the boy's left leg. Out of nowhere comes a third hand, helping to lift the boy up. The hand disappears, and there doesn't appear to be anyone nearby as the shot pans. Whose hand is this, and where does its owner disappear to? Did someone pass away in this pool and become its phantom? I guess we'll never know. Number 12. WTF is this? Animals in fear oftentimes don't look quite like they do at rest. Posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Caligram. The Redditor asks, WTF is this? It appears to be a winged creature that appears to have a demon face. The sound that emerges from this creature further solidifies this theory, as it seems like a roar that is terrifying. The big soulless eyes and wide dinosaur-like mouth make you wonder if this thing is from another dimension. Its beak certainly doesn't look like a bird's, although most in the comments of this video say it's an angry barn owl. Once you hear that, you can see the owlish features pretty clearly, apart from what looks to be a chin and a crazy wide mouth, but which is perhaps just part of the owl's framed face. Barn owls are known for their horrifying scream, so I think we do indeed have an answer for Caligram, but knowing that doesn't stop the optics of this fearsome bird from messing with your brain. Number 11. Duppy Ghost. Next time you're wandering through a forest, look out for the trees. They might just be hiding duppies. posted to YouTube by Javahan Ferguson in January of 2020. This video purports to show proof of a duppy caught in a tree. What's a duppy? Meaning ghost or spirit. The concept originated in Central Africa. Caribbean folklore in particular grasped onto the supernatural nature of the duppy. Many residents, in fact, claim to have seen them. The malevolent spirits appear most often at night and are meant to haunt the living. In the video, the so-called duppy woman appears to somehow be perched atop a tree. She is waving to someone or something beyond. If not something supernatural, how is this woman managing to stand or float atop a tree like this? And if she is a duppy, what imaginable malice does she intend to induce? Number 10. Unknown being footage. Don't believe in unknown beings? What if one strolled right up to tap on your window? This unknown being footage, posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by 77Curen, will inspire you to take a trip over to Area 51. The footage shows an unknown being approach the window of a home. Its features are quite clear, with black gashes for eyes and an elongated cranium. You know, the kind of features you might expect from an unknown being. The unknown being stands there, peering into the home, observing. It even looks as though it's trying to find a way to open the window. If that is indeed what it's doing, it doesn't succeed, instead slinking off, perhaps to find the homeowner to take him. What do you think of this unknown being footage, real or fake? Either way, I'll be locking my windows tonight. Number 9. Torment Hole. This clip reveals an underground entrance in Saudi Arabia. It was originally posted to YouTube by Bismax TV in August of 2019. According to the video description, the underground is claimed to be haunted. It certainly sounds like it. Terrifying screams are heard coming from the depths of what looks like a bunker, or maybe even a well. There's a ladder leading down into a hole deep within the earth. The sacred text is being read, while screeching continues in the background. As the tormented screams continue, so does the sacred text reading. But what we don't know is why, and what is going on in this underground bunker. Some in the comments say this is one of the scariest things they've ever heard. Others say it's definitely not fake, and the latter perhaps leads to a secret torment chamber. YouTuber Psychic Afro Dancer offers up 2 interesting theories. One suggests that it's a red fox in heat. If you've ever heard audio from any animal in heat, you might consider this a valid theory. But the second theory is more appealing to those of us with paranormal leanings. It involves the belief in jinn. Jinn are spirits, demons, or supernatural creatures that appear in Islamic mythology and theology. Jinn are creatures similar to humans, thus they are neither inherently evil or inherently good, and the word jinn is derived from the terms to conceal or to hide. You can see it's not a stretch that some suggest jinn means beings that are concealed from the senses. It's believed that jinn originated as animal shape-shifting malevolent spirits found in unclean places, deserts, and dingy, dark, desolate locations. Those who believe often try to protect themselves from jinn. Could this be jinn, unredeemed, tormented in a scary hole? All I know is I wouldn't be going down there to check. Number 8. Evil Spirit. If you have malevolent spirits haunting your house, be ready to flee. This Mindseed TV video was posted by Redditor Muad'Dib. The Redditor writes, "Powerful evil spirit in old man's house." The real action starts at 21 minutes 40 seconds. Paranormal investigators inside the home request that the spirit play a note on the piano.
Come on, we're here now. We've got the cameras on you. And, go ahead, make a sound.
When it doesn't immediately acquiesce to their request, one of the dudes presses a piano key 3 times. The mayhem that ensues is terrifying. It sounds like a quake is occurring. The house shakes. Doors are rattling thunderously. As the investigator's camera lands on an overhanging light, it rocks slowly back and forth as the rattling ceases as suddenly as it began. Paranormal investigator Tanner McBride stated, "I've never felt like that in an investigation. No joke, who wouldn't be terrified by this poltergeist?" Number 7. Phantom Caretaker. The next time you look into your baby monitor, you might find an unnerving guardian angel. That's what happened to a friend of XXBlazinXX who posted this clip to the Chills Narrator subreddit. The redditor writes in the comments, "A friend of mine had recently put her child to bed, and she has gone through every single thought of how to justify this figure, but it looks like a little child walking in and around the crib. By the time log on the baby monitor, you can see it's around 9:40 p.m. And if you look closely, you'll catch a ghost white shadow figure walk around the back of the crib as the baby sleeps on. The figure creeps around one side of the crib before pacing back to the head of the crib and coming slightly around the other side. Then it moves back. At the end of the clip, it appears most visible, leaving its sentinel spot, probably in order to make itself a sandwich." What was this phantom caretaker doing? Do you think it's a friendly guardian, or does the babysitter have evil intent? Whatever the case, safeguard that baby. It's better to be safe than sorry. Number 6.
Alright, then that's the end of the video. You know what's crazy, bro? You ain't never gonna catch no black person recording that.
Oh God.
If we being honest, bro. We never gonna catch no black person.
You know the paranormal like TV shows and all that stuff. I never seen a black person.
You never see a black person in it.
It's always the weird.
And if there's a black person in it, they gon' look. Let's say this, bro. Let's say I'm black, right? Look,
yeah.
I am black, but let's say I'm in some paranormal stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all better pay me some money. But they say go down that damn hole with that screaming stuff.
I wouldn't do that. No.
No, bro.
I wouldn't even investigate.
I better come down there with the SWAT team, an FBI, goddamn ISIS. Goddamn. You just get the suicidal.
U.S. Army. Say that for U.S. Army.
No, bro. That's crazy.
It's a YSL party every here, then here got one. Slash. Yeah, you can get wet. Glock with a leg in the backpack. Stick back a nigga like a Kit Kat. Young fuck nigga, you ain't with that. All the cap.